Здравствуйте, здравствуйте, hi, howdy, hello. I am excited for today's video. I am going to be doing a challenge, and I'm doing this challenge specifically in Georgian because I'm living in Georgia. Actually, in this current moment, I'm in the US for like a week left. Actually, not even a week. I have less than a week here. But I'm going back to Georgia because my boyfriend lives there. And I lived there for about a month. But I don't know any Georgian. Yes, I don't know any Georgian. I really want to learn the language. And I think it's cool. And it's just weird to go to a place where you don't speak the language really. And it's like, you're like mute. So I'm going to be learning Georgian. I also really just like learning new languages from scratch. And so I'm very excited to be learning Georgian. So that's why I'm doing this challenge. This challenge will be learning 1,000 words in 30 days. It is currently October 23rd, Thursday. And I want to learn like 35 words a day because that's manageable. It's not that hard. And I think it gives me plenty of brain space, plenty of time to learn the words. So I will be learning about 35 words a day. I really hope my math is correct. My math is always wrong in these kinds of videos. My dog and my mom's dog are barking for no reason, and I'm like kind of upset about it, but whatever. I guess, I don't know, I'm gonna count 30 days from now, but this is gonna be a 30-day challenge to see if I can learn 1,000 words in a month, and I know for certain that I absolutely can, unless I like slack off the whole month. But yeah, based on my learning 700 words in 7 days challenge, this is definitely doable. Let's just go ahead and get started. I am going to show you the book that I'm working from, and then kind of a little bit of the program that I'm using, the website that I'm using to learn these words, and then also just my general approach to learning Georgian. So this is the book that I'm working from. I can read Georgian. I know the alphabet. I learned it, I think, I don't know, like the day I got there. I don't know anything else. Like I know 2 words. I think Kamarjoba and Madloba, and that's it. So I'm going to be flipping through this book, and I want to find useful words for me. And I also want to find like verbs, nouns, adjectives, all the fun variety of words, just to kind of give myself a basis. And I think that working from a beginner book will give me a good foundation of vocabulary to kind of pick from. So I'm going to be doing that. And then, what else? Yeah, I'm going to be learning some of the grammar as I read through this book. But mainly the challenge is focusing on vocabulary, but I don't think it's going to be that hard. So this is like a pretty simple challenge for me. But that's okay. So here we go. Okay, so this is kind of, this is the language I'm creating, but I've started adding some flashcards, some words to my Georgian vocab flashcard set. This is the alphabet that I created many moons ago to learn Georgian, and we're on Bosnian vocab right now. But basically, there's a couple different things you can do here. You can add flashcards. This is the calendar. It kind of tells you what day you're on, what stages to review, and all that stuff. Kind of this stuff as well. Then we have the start review button, and then any unknown flashcards that you can look at, and then attempted flashcards that you've gotten incorrect. So any new flashcards I add will be put into this unknown flashcard pile. And then any attempted flashcards that were in stage 1 through, 8 will go into attempted flashcards if I don't get them correct. So, yeah, so that is kind of The website that I'm using, my boyfriend created it and we haven't really launched it yet. So we're in the testing stages. So yeah, but let's get started and I'll kind of let you know what words I'm adding. Since this is day one, I'm kind of, actually I would do this on any day, but I'm going through the pages of the book and I'm picking out words that I think will be useful for me and just like previewing these words that I think are going to be useful. I'm like looking at the pronunciations and I'm like, this is going to be the death of me. I don't even think it's like learning 1,000 words that's going to be hard. I think it's just the pronunciation. I'm very motivated. Okay, yeah. I'm very motivated by having somewhat decent I'm very motivated by having somewhat decent pronunciation in a language that I don't speak or know. And I would like somewhat decent pronunciation. And looking at these words, it stresses me out because I know I'm not going to have very good pronunciation in this language. So goodness gracious, there's a hair in my mouth. This is like the greatest segment of all video segments. So that's going to be a fun challenge. Of course, I'm going to show you and preview my pronunciation on day one of learning Georgian because obviously that's the fun part of these videos. So let me just preview that for you. This is the part where I had a great idea called typing the word into Google Translate and listening to the Google Translate robot voice say it for me so that I could listen to it and repeat after it. But lovely Google Translate does not have the voice option for Georgian, so that's not a possibility. So I'm really just like making things up here. Actually, my book has audio that comes with it, so I'll try and listen to it from there, but I can't put that audio in here because I'm obviously recording with this, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, whatever. So what that means is I'm just gonna be like saying these words to the best of my ability. It's gonna be really bad. But that's okay. That's how we learn. So first word, woman, collie. I hope that's right. Second word, which I think might be useful since I spend a lot of time around dogs in Georgia, paw. And in Georgian, that would be, sorry, I got distracted. Tati, paw, I don't know. And then the next one is finger, and that's titi. And then the next one, oh wait, that's kali again, so woman. The next one is kalaki, which means city, kalaki. The next one, street, which is kucha. And then the next one to mean boy is beachy. And then I think they get significantly harder after this. Oh, here's one. Okay, also, there's like a type of bread in Georgia that's like what Georgia is kind of famous for. And I guess the word for bread is puri. And that's so cool because it's like part of the word. So, okay, cool. And then, sorry, y'all are getting a close up on my face. And then the word for minute is tsuti. I don't know. And then the word for, oh gosh. The word for throat is, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really trying here. Chacha, which is what I want to do when I pronounce this word because my pronunciation is horrible. And then we have another one over here. Oh no, I hate this letter. And I always have to listen to this letter to like know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Of course I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but somewhat decently. But I don't even know how to pronounce it just looking at it. So that's fun. The word is coffee. I honestly don't know how to do it. I really have to use all my brain power. Okay, just say the word. Oh my God. Ava. I honestly don't, I don't know. I would have to listen to it because I don't know how to. Oh, when I did another word with this letter in it. Water. Scali. That's literally not it, and I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. I'm a little dramatic. And then for tourist, turisti. I don't know. And I think that's all. I think those are all of the words that I, oh, and I know how to count from 1 to 5. So go me. I will do that for you now. So we have erti, ori, sami, otri, khuti. I don't know. One time, oh my gosh, I have a story for you. And this is literally, I'm so sorry because you're going to watch the whole entire video or not. And it's just going to be me talking about random stuff. But so one time I was in Georgia and I was walking down the street with Maxime, my boyfriend, and I overheard this dad teaching his kid numbers like 1 through 10. And he was like, erti, ori, sami, otri, khuti. And the kid was repeating it. It was the cutest thing ever. And I'm like so here for it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the words that I have so far. That's a little pronunciation segment. I will show you at the end of this learning session how many words I've input into my spaced repetition system that Maxime created, and then we'll start tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. Woo! So, I hope this was an entertaining video at the least. Okay, so, we're reaching the end of the video, and here are a couple honorable mentions that I think are kind of quirky. So to say mother in, what's that called? Georgian, it would be deda, which I think is kind of, gives me kind of grandfather, father vibes in Slavic languages. So that's kind of quirky for me. And then there was kucha, or was it? Yeah, it was kucha, which is street, which kucha in Bosnian is house or like a home. And then there was the most quirky one that I thought. Father, if you want to say that in Georgian, it is mama. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I've reached my 35 words today. I'm not going to overdo it for once in my life. And I will study those today. And then tomorrow I will see how many I remember. And then I will learn some more. My dog is like psychotic. You can't see it, but she's psychotic. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, evening, midnight, afternoon, whatever. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.